What's going on, everybody? Yo, it's December. I'm excited. This is my favorite month of the year. One, because it's a month where I was born, so I'll be celebrating my birthday in a few weeks. Also, because, Christmas, the day Christ was born, the whole world is excited, the whole world is celebrating, giving gifts in Jesus Christ's name. So I thought, what better time to bring out a review, a review that I've been waiting to do for about 4 or 5 months. Another Boadicea the Victorious. I think it's time for another review for this house. I haven't done one in a while, so we're gonna do a review for this beautiful fragrance, Iceni. This is a new release from Boadicea the Victorious. It just dropped this year, 2015, roughly around, I'll say, March of this year. Man, when I tell you this was a surprise, this caught me off guard. This fragrance caught me off guard in the best way. I'll tell you why. I have a relationship with some of the sales associates at Harrods in London. They send me sample strips with fragrances sprayed on them, so I get a chance to smell some of the exclusive ones that are from London that aren't going to come to the US. And this was one of them. They sent me, if I can remember, what did they send me? They sent me Blue Sapphire, this, and Valiant. Those 3 fragrances on sample strips. Of course, Blue Sapphire smelled awesome. I immediately said, oh, that's going to be in the collection. Valiant smelled great also, but it was too expensive, so that's going to be down the road. Maybe a year from now I'll probably purchase that. But this right here was right in my ballpark, and I had to have it. So I contacted them again, and they said, hey, if you want this fragrance, it's exclusive to Harrods, but I think we can get you a bottle. And they did. They came through, and I was really appreciated. Well, I really appreciate the effort that they did to get me the fragrance, and because they didn't have to. Shout out to my man Will Grace that works at Harrods. He is the sales manager there. I think, man, I appreciate your help. You've always been a good friend to me, and I won't forget it. Well, let's get back to the fragrance, though. I mean, that's what we're here for. I mean, the fragrance is this. I mean, this is an assassin, man. This thing snuck up on me and said, "Hey, come here. You gonna buy me?" And I said, "Hey, I ain't gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight you." So we'll get into the presentation. Here's the presentation of the fragrance, so you guys get an opportunity to see that.
Iceni opens with Elemi, a soothing balsamic combination of oily resins. This provides a sense of harmony and peace, much like the home of the Iceni tribe, of which Boadicea was queen. This perfume therefore brings with it a sense of heritage and belonging. This is particularly evident in the heart of the fragrance. The earthly spices mingled with decadent rose provide an interesting juxtaposition. The base brings a feeling of stability and fellowship, with the inclusion of rich, warming accords, such as vanilla and tonka bean. Sandalwood, myrrh, and musk bring a hazy roundedness to this captivating perfume. There is no doubt that Iceni is a modern classic not to be missed.
Alright guys, here we go with the presentation of another Boadicea the Victorious. This one we're focusing on is the one in front, Iceni, as you can see right here. It's another beautiful bottle. This one is similar to Namur in the simple fact that it has the same design on the shield. The only difference, as you can see, Namur in the background has a gold shield on top, this one has a silver version of the shield and top. I do think that they are very detailed in their work. The craftsmanship is done by hand. The detail in the shield with the patterns are all done by hand and also machine polished. So just wanted you guys to get an opportunity to see what they look like. So that's the front of the shield. Next we'll look at the top. There we go. Top has the same design on it. Not too heavy, but not a light top at all. Metal. Fairly heavy, but I've definitely seen some ones that can possibly kill you if you throw it at it. But still, polished, silver, detail, very nice top. Now, the same thing on the back. They take their time, man, with these bottles, and I really appreciate that. They have, if you can see, a stamped Boadicea the Victorious riding her chariot, as basically the same on every other bottle. Edged in the bottle, Boadicea the Victorious there, and the name of the fragrance, Iceni, at the bottom. Now, like I said before, I really do like the designs, but this one itself in particular, I really like the juice. The color is a golden amber color, a little lighter than Namura. Namura is a very rich, dark amber color. This one's a little lighter, but I think it works well. And once again, this is a 100 ml bottle. Now I can show you the difference between the size of the 100 ml and the 50 ml bottle because I have them sitting next to each other. So that's what a 50 ml bottle looks like compared to the 100 ml. Okay, now I'll show you what the box looks like. Box presentation exactly the same as the other ones. Now let me clarify that. There are certain boxes that are a little bit more unique and a little bit more extravagant. This one itself is more of the regular line boxes. I'm not going to say the exclusives or the Eaglewood collection, but these boxes, this box comes just like this. You open it up, cardboard detail right there. Boadicea the Victorious, Iceni written there in cursive. On the back, you just have the information, Iceni, code, all that stuff. And once again, this is the cool part. It sits in the middle of the case just like that, and it's really nice. It's a really nice case. Let me show you what it looks like inside of the case. Unfortunately, these do not stay very secure in there. Now, don't get me wrong, they are secure enough to place in there, but I would not leave it in there because any subtle shake of your case or the floor or the ceiling, or if anything was to shake enough, that would fall out. So I don't display mine in there. Guys, that was a presentation of Iceni. Once again, let's get back into what we came here for, and that is what this juice smells like. All right, stay tuned, guys. All right, you guys got an opportunity to see the presentation of the fragrance. Now let's talk about the fragrance. This is considered a woody, spicy, oriental fragrance. if you can, by the presentation you saw that the bottle is basically similar to the other fragrances. There's not much difference. It's just this is a 100 ml bottle versus the other fragrances I have that are 50 ml bottles. But nonetheless, they cut no corners when it comes to designing the bottle. You saw also that it had a golden amber, light golden amber color to the, juice, and it's kind of sexy to me. I think that's a good quality. But the fragrance itself, it smells rich. It smells sweet. It's a inviting fragrance that is borderline gourmandish, but it doesn't take that step into that lane. It stays in the woody, spicy lane, but it's sweet because of the myrrh, because of the patchouli. This fragrance gives you I'm not going to say a sweet tooth. It doesn't give you a sweet tooth, but it does remind me of kind of a gingerbread cookie, but more cinnamon. Instead of the ginger itself, it gives me this spicy cinnamon feeling. And then the myrrh just kind of reminds me so much of the holidays. It's just that blast of myrrh is just unbelievable. And that's what is the inviting part. It just draws you in, and I really enjoy it. That's what I sprayed it. I smelled it on a silk cloth. It wasn't sprayed in a bottle or sample or anything. It came off a silk cloth, and that transferred to how it was going to smell on my skin. I had to have it. Now, I will tell you that this fragrance is beast mode. In the beginning, it is. Excuse me. You can go a little crazy on the trigger just because it smells so good, but don't. Do at the most 3 sprays. 4 would be pushing it, I think, unless it's like really cold and you're going to be outside a lot. If you're outside a lot, then maybe 4 sprays will be fine. But if you're going to be indoors, 2-3 sprays and it will be all over you. No joke. This fragrance will be all over you. But it's not something that people are going to be like, God, I smelled this guy coming around the corner and this is just too much. No, it's just so inviting. I've worn this fragrance on so many occasions, and people have said to me, wow, that smells really good. And then it's hard for me to explain what the name is, because I got to tell them the name of the company, and then I got to tell them the name of the fragrance, which both is, one, the name of the company is like 1,000,000 years long, and then the name of the fragrance, you're like, excuse me, what did you say? I what? I'm like, I don't know what it means. Iceni. That's what it is. It's, oh, that smells good. Can you write it down for me? I'm like, okay, sure, I'll do that. One lady was really funny. As I walked past her, and she saw I had some red sneakers on, she said, oh, he has some nice sneakers. Oh, he smells good too. And I want to say thank you, but she's not talking to me, so I just, walked past, and I checked that off and said, okay, another person, solidified that this is a really good fragrance. I put it in my fall line because I thought you can wear it in fall too, and it is. You can wear it in fall, just 1-2 sprays. You can't go heavier than that. The fragrance is suited more, in my taste, for a night out. If you're going out, I think this would be a perfect fragrance to hit the town when you're probably going to maybe a classy ball or some type of dinner party. This would be a conversation piece, I guarantee you. People will want to know what you smell like and what you have on. The combination of these notes are interesting and also it's not hard to imagine that they're going to smell good on you. So, with that said, let's go through the notes so you will understand what I'm talking about. Top notes are elemi. Middle notes are jasmine, carnation, neroli, rose, nutmeg, ginger, clove, and cinnamon. Base notes are patchouli, cashmere, papyrus, cedar, sandalwood, vanilla, labdanum, myrrh, musk, vetiver, tonka bean, and moss. Now that is a lot of ingredients. What I told you I get out of this is definitely, without a doubt, the ginger, the cinnamon, the myrrh, the tonka bean. Cinnamon, myrrh is first, without a doubt. Myrrh is the crowned jewel in this fragrance, and cinnamon comes in next with it's just a spiciness, that spicy sweet thing. Like cinnamon is spicy and sweet in my opinion. Cinnamon, because I mean when you smell cinnamon on like um what's something that has cinnamon on it? French toast. Without having syrup on it, if you take French toast and put on your plate, you're immediately going to smell that cinnamon, and it's going to smell sweet. And that's to me. And this fragrance has a combination of the vanilla, the sandalwood. Sandalwood is I don't know. Sandalwood is always a keynote that says, okay, I'm going to buy this, because if it's sandalwood in there, I know that it's going to elevate the fragrance to another level. Is there anything else about this fragrance that catches me off guard? Longevity. Okay, let's go there. The fragrance lasts really long. It projects pretty far. I would say at least it can go up to about 5 feet in front of you. But like I said before, don't get me wrong. Don't let it scare you. It's not an unpleasant smell, and it's not harsh. And that's what I look for. If it's unpleasant to smell and it's harsh, or even if it's a good smell and it's harsh and it's too much, that's just going to be a clawing fragrance, or just too much of a syrupy type feeling that's just thick and overwhelming. Then I'll be like, no. But this is like wafts of powder of someone probably blowing in spices and incense in the air, and then kind of coating it with a base of vanilla powder and sugar in the air. And that's how that kind of smells. And I enjoy that. With that said, Iceni gets my stamp of approval. This is an outstanding fragrance for the fall and the winter. A great fragrance to go out and have a great night with friends or a loved one. If you want to impress someone and you want to smell just ravishing, try this fragrance out. I guarantee you will not regret it. Once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. I have another review coming up. I'm going to do another one right after this. And I'm going to keep pushing these things out, man. I really love doing this, and I really love the support you guys are giving me. I appreciate it. And I do have gifts for you guys. Like I said, I always want to do something to show you guys that I appreciate it. So stay tuned for that announcement. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Boadicea the Victorious, Iceni, great fragrance. Check it out on their website or contact them on Facebook. Pretty sure if you got to contact the Harrods, they can hook you up too. Ask for Will Grace, I think that's his last name. Sorry if that isn't Will, but check it out. All right, it's your boy Rome 300, and like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, Let me know what's going on, and I'll check you out later. Oh, and don't forget, go to my comedy page, Rome 300. Check out my comedy there and let me know what you think. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.